I'm pretty excited for you right now because I remember first learning the many-to-many polymorphic relationship and just being like, oh my gosh, this blows my mind, the possibilities. So I wish I was in your shoes right now, but I'm pretty happy to be reliving it as the teacher. So let's go ahead and do the many-to-many polymorphic relationship. Like in the previous video, we're going to double click on here, press Control D a bunch of times so that we've selected it everywhere, and then just call this many-to-many polymorphic. All right, so now I can double click on this, Control C, and we'll go over to components, create a new file, many-to-many polymorphic.view, just whack in a template there and then say many-to-many polymorphic just to check that it works. Save that. Oh, we're going to have to say yarn serve up there. And once that's going, we'll see if this component is in place properly. Control click here. Refresh the page. Yep, looks like it's working. And I'm just going to check there's no errors in the console, and there are none. Sweet. Now, before we start, I want to be clear about something. On the bottom screen here, I've got the docs, which are fantastic. So I have been cheating in a lot of these videos, especially when the relationships become more and more complex. All right, so you don't need to know this stuff from memory. The Vuex ORM docs are awesome. Right, now scrolling down the page here, let's go through what we're going to create in this video. We're going to have a tag, and this tag is going to relate to videos, and this tag is going to relate to posts. And a post can have many tags, a video can have many tags, and a tag can have many videos or can have many posts, all right? Now, to relate the tag to videos and posts, we're going to need the taggable pivot table. So in this video, we're going to have to create tag and taggable classes. So let's go over here, duplicate post. You can duplicate any really. And we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And we can get rid of all of this. Call this a tag. Call it tags in the Vuex ORM database. And a tag will have a name. We'll set that to null by default. This.attribute null by default. So we have our tag. Let's duplicate this and call it taggable. Change this to taggable. Change this to taggables. And now, if you remember from the previous video, we have 3 fields on the taggable table. So we'll get rid of name. We're going to have the tag ID. So we'll set that to null by default. We're also going to need the taggable ID. So for example, that will be the video's ID. And we'll also want the taggable type. So for example, that would be videos or posts. Okay, so we've got the taggable class and the tag class. Let's now register these in the database. So we'll come to the store, copy this down, tag, taggable. Same thing down here, tag and taggable. Cool, all right, let's just check that that's working. Refresh the page, good, we've got no errors. So it looks like those classes are being registered, okay. Let's go back to our many-to-many polymorphic view component. And what I'll do is start by inserting some data. So let's jump into the mounted hook. Whoop, mounted. And the first thing we'll do is insert some videos. So let's say video, import that, dot insert. The data is going to be an array. And what does a video have? It has a ID. We'll set that to 22, something random. And it also has a URL. So let's grab a URL for that, see what we end up with. And it looks like my internet is not working, so we're just going to put in something random there. So youtube.com/funny video, I don't know, something random like that. Save that. And we're also going to want to add some tags as well. So we can say here tags. And maybe our first tag will be something like funny. So give that a name of funny. Give it an ID of something random. And let's give it a second tag just to check that a video can actually have many tags. So funny and cringy. Maybe this is like a really cringy video. Now let's change the ID to something different. Save that. Now let's see if we can actually display this data. So we'll have to create a computed property here. We'll say videos. and we're going to return video dot query. With that video, we want all of the tags, and then we can call get on that. I'm gonna have to make sure that video is being imported. Yes, it is. Looks like we're all set and ready to go. All right, so let's iterate over all of the videos. And we'll say v-4 video in videos. And let's just try and spit out the URL for now. Video.url, and let's not forget the key, video.id. There we go, save that. Refresh the page and it's showing up, so that's working. Now let's see if the relationship is working, and we can tell by trying to spit out all of the videos tags. So we'll create a list here. Now we'll come up here and say v-4 tag in video.tags. Give that a key as well. Woo, butterfingers. Tag.id. And then the tag's name is going to be in here. Wrap that in some moustaches. Save it. Refresh the page. And that's not going to work yet because we haven't actually defined the relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. We'll go to video. And in order to define a many-to-many polymorphic relationship, we use morph to many like this. Tags, this.morph to many. And we're going to pass through the tags. So let's import tag from /tag. Awesome. We're also going to have to pass through the pivot table, which is the taggable table. So import taggable. And we're also going to have to say which fields we're using on taggable in order to create this relationship. Okay, so how do we find the tag? Well, we look at the tag ID on the taggable table. How do we find the ID of the thing we're relating to? Using taggable ID. And how do we find the type of the model that we're relating to? Using the taggable type. Okay, so with all of this information, this video can now find all of the tags that it owns. We'll save that, refresh the page, and we see that it's actually working now. So we're going to use pretty much the exact same code on our post model. So I'm going to copy that line and go into post.js, whack it in there. We'll have to import everything as well. So let's say tag, import the tag, and taggable. We'll import that as well. And I don't think we actually have to change anything else. No, that's pretty much it. That relationship should also be set up and ready to go. So let's go to many-to-many polymorphic.view and set this up for the post as well. I'm just going to copy that, whack it down here. This will be for all the posts. So change that to post. And a post doesn't have a URL in this case. It has a title. And we now need to fetch all of the posts. So let's come down here. Change that to posts. Return a post query. So this is all pretty much the same code as well. And the last thing we need to do is actually insert some posts. So I'm going to come up here, grab all of that, come down here and paste it. Post.insert, a post has got a title, and the title will be equal to funny post. And so maybe this post is funny, but it doesn't have a cringy tag. So let's get rid of this tag here. Or maybe we can even change it. Change the ID to something random. And maybe this post can be rude. So this is a rude post. Ha! All right, refresh the page. Post is not defined, so it looks like I haven't defined post within this component. Let's just copy that down and change it from video to post. And there we go. So here's all of our tags for the video, and here's all of our tags for the post. And one thing to notice here is this funny tag here will only be inserted once. So these are going to be referring to the same tag. And I can prove that to you by going into Vuex. We'll say commit all, dive into the entities and look at the tags. Yeah, you'll notice that we've actually only got 3 tags here, even though 4 are being displayed, because these are referring to the same piece of data. And if I actually come down here and change the tag. So maybe when we make this second request, the tag is actually changed. We can change this to super funny. And what that will do is, since they've got the same ID, this tag and this tag, it will actually update this tag for us. So have a look. Now it says super funny in both of these places. So when you fetch data that is updated, it will actually update everywhere in your app, which is fantastic. Thank you, Vuex ORM. All right, so moving back, let's have a look at the inverse of the relationship now. So let's just imagine that we want to grab all of the tags, and we want to grab all of the videos with those tags and all of the posts with those tags as well. We can say return tag.query, and we want to grab that tag with all of its videos. And if we add a pipe here, we can grab it with all of its posts as well, and then say .get. So what this does is it says, all right, we want to grab the tag with all of the videos, and within the tag, we want to grab something else as well. And actually, a better way to write this, I think, and this is just a personal touch thing, is just to say with a second time. I think this reads a little bit nicer, at least for me. So let's save that and actually define this relationship. So at the moment, the tag doesn't actually know how to grab its videos or its posts. So we're going to go into the tag model here. Actually, first, let's just import it. So copy that down, import the tag. All right, now dive into the tag class. Now let's just say the tag wants to get its videos. We'll say videos, this dot morphed by many. And once again, this is all in the docs, and the docs are beautifully written. They're crystal clear. Okay, so what are we grabbing? We're grabbing videos. So we're going to put in the video class there. And what table are we going to use to find that video? We're going to use the taggable table. And now what are the fields in the taggable table that help us to form this relationship? It is the tag ID, the taggable ID, and the taggable type. And that's why I have the docs sitting right underneath here, because I don't have this stuff by heart. All right, I can copy that down, and we're going to do the exact same thing for posts. Put in the post there, import it, and that should all work for us. Awesome. So coming back to our component, we're already grabbing all of the tags here. So we're fetching all of the tags with the videos and posts. So now we can scroll up and actually use that data. Might as well just start from scratch, create a new div there, and we'll say v-4 tag in tags. The key will be equal to the tag's ID. Let's just try, for starters, spitting out the tag. In fact, let's do it in a heading. Let's do it in a H2. Tag.name. Save that, refresh the page. There we go. So we got all of our tags showing up there. Let's show all of the videos for that tag. So we'll do a H3, and this will be for videos. Maybe just throw that in a div so we don't end up with any key issues. And now we can put in another div there and say v-4 video in tag.videos. And we'll just whack in the URL of that video. Video.url. Once again, I've forgotten the key. Key is equal to video.id. Save it, refresh the page, and there you go. So for this tag, here's all of the videos. We got that one there. For the cringy tag, we've got this video, and for the rude tag, we actually don't have any videos in there. All right, so this isn't displayed very nicely. I might actually just indent this. Style, margin left of, 12 pixels should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Now let's do the exact same thing for posts. So I'm going to copy paste that down. Call this posts. And all we really need to do is change all of that to post and change it from URL to a post's title. And there we go. So for the super funny tag, here's our videos, here's our posts. For the cringy tag, here's our videos, and you'll notice we don't have any posts. And for the rude tag, we don't have any videos, but we have got one post. How cool is that? That's the inverse of the many-to-many polymorphic relationship. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, as I always do. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to dig into some other exciting stuff with Vuex ORM. Thanks for watching.